kasih. Alright. So guys, let us begin our class for today with Kitab Al-Fatihah. Okay, this is going to be our agenda for today. Alright. I'm going to share with you a video, and I want you to watch the video, and we will discuss later what can you learn from it. Okay.
You forget to share the audio when you share screen.
Okay, alright. Yeah, thank you. Let me check. Can you hear the voice?
Yes, doctor, got sound already.
So now we're sitting in the warehouse.
Yeah, can hear.
Warehouse's receiving dock, where product comes in through these doors and it gets received into inventory. Whether the product is coming in built pallets, mixed pallets, or right on the floor of a big container, product is taken right through these doors off the container and it's placed right here in the receiving dock. The receiving dock is where product gets counted by the warehouse management system and where the product eventually gets palletized, wrapped in saran wrap, and labeled with a QR code that contains how many products are on that pallet, what the lot number is, what the expiration date is, and what the quantity is. All right, guys, so this is the palletizing section in the warehouse right here. As the product comes off the truck and it gets palletized, it's placed here, it's saran wrapped. Once it's saran wrapped, follow me over here. We print out a pallet label, and that pallet label prints out of these thermal printers right here. That label is placed on the pallet itself to be able to give it a QR code, and that's a QR code that gets scanned to indicate which product is going into which bin location, which is what I'm going to show you next. I'm going to show you how the product gets scanned and how that pallet goes from the floor of the warehouse in this receiving dock into its actual overstock bin location. So now that we've received the product officially into our warehouse, we've labeled the product on the pallet utilizing this little device. This is the device that we use to both scan the product in against its purchase order, and from here we send the command to that printer you just saw to print out that pallet label. Follow me real quick. You'll see on the pallet label how the label itself looks. So you can see right there, it's got a barcode, the name of the product, the expiration date, the lot number, and the date it was received. Now, in order to get this product to check in to this bin location, you have to take this device, you bring this product over from the receiving area on your pallet jack, and you're going to scan the product in like so into its location. So you can see that this product was scanned into here. Now, remember, this is normally a picking location. A picking location is a location from which you pick the product. The overstock locations above are where you normally check it in, and then you rotate it down from above down here. Now, that's not to say that our system is closed off or it'll make you do anything. The thing is, our system will allow you to optimize the space in your warehouse and check in the product using this scanner. All that matters is that you scan that barcode into any of these QR codes. That's all that matters. As long as you do that, the system will know the whereabouts of every pallet in your warehouse. So now that you know how we check product in, it's important to discuss how that product is transferred from above to down below. So if you follow me real quick, and let's use this example over here. You can see right up there, we've got a pallet of a product. Now that pallet has a different lot number than the one down here. It also has a different expiration code. So what our system does, if you want to track lot numbers, if you want to do first in, first out, okay, you want to ensure that that product down there is picked first prior to transferring that product from above down below. So that is how we maintain first in, first out. Now, how do these transfers work? It's easy. You walk up with your scanner, you scan. In this case, you would scan the third bin, boom, and then you would scan the bottom bin where it's going to, and that would allow you to transfer that pallet from above to down below. And again, that's going to happen once this pallet runs out of product. So that is how we utilize first in, first out to transfer product from above to below. Now, let's keep walking down, and I'm going to explain to you guys how we do cycle counts within our inventory system. So if you follow me, let's go look for a bin location down here that has maybe some product that's almost out. So let's look for one. I see one right there. You can see it. So let's head over. Okay. So let's say, for example, that we come to pick out of this bin, and the system is reporting that we should have 10 cases in that bin. And when we look physically, we go in to pick it, it only has one case. The beauty of this system, all you have to do is tap cycle count. You come here, you scan the QR code representing this bin location, and you put in the amount of product you see in there, and the system will make the cycle count for you. Now, when you have a warehouse management system, all you have to do is worry about cycle counting the picking bins. Because when you cycle count the picking bins, you're able to save time not having to cycle count everything above that you've already checked in. Okay, so the cycle counts are as easy as boom, scan the bin, input the quantities, and the system makes the adjustment for you, and then that adjustment goes to your accounting system. Okay, so now come over here. I want to discuss with you guys how the system handles one more thing, which is how do we handle different areas in the warehouse. So if you come with me here down to the end of the warehouse, I'll show you the areas. In this warehouse, there are 3 sections. There is a section called the dry goods or the grocery. That's what you see here. There's a refrigerated section, which is the second section in here. And the third section is a freezer all the way down at the end. Each of those sections is mapped out 100% in our inventory management system, and each section has mapped out dimensions for the bins. Even if you utilize the passageways or the aisles as bins, you're able to map all those things within our system, and as a result, you're able to know the exact whereabouts of every single product within your warehouse. Now, the bottom line, when you get to that bin location, if you're able to scan the bin location, or when you scan the bin location, the system will tie the pallet to that location. So technically, you could even have bin locations up in the roof or wherever you want, just as long as you label them and you map them out in our system. The last part in the world that we want to talk about is the interaction between the inventory going on a truck and off a truck. Back there, you see a truck, and it's actually unloading product into the warehouse. But normally, most distributors have trucks where product is loaded onto them. They go out and make deliveries, and then those distributors or those trucks come back with remaining product. Within our system, we have a route return function right here. That route return function allows you to scan everything coming back off the truck and redirect it, whether it be to a damaged bin location or to its actual picking bin. This allows you to close the loop on any product that you may potentially lose, and it allows you to save thousands, even hundreds of thousands, or maybe even millions of dollars when it comes to waste, theft, and shrinkage from your drivers. Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I really hope that you enjoyed the tour of this warehouse and how the warehouse management system works within the
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, uh, can you listen to me?
Yes, Doctor.
All right, thank you. All right, so what we had just now, it was a video, all right, showing that the real process in the warehouse. All right. So last week you shared with us. We had our speaker from Dr. Kannadasan sharing with us about how warehouse management system. And just now you saw a video, and I was told that just now some of you went to the PKT Logistics in Batu Kawan, Pulau Pinang today. So they are going to look into how the real warehouse operates. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, okay, what are we going to cover for today? All right, I'm going to share with you a bit on warehouse management system. Okay, hold on. All right. So these are about warehouse management system. We're going to look into information system in warehouse activities. All right. What are the technologies that we use in warehouse management system, and how the automation being done, and how does manual activities being done, and what are the challenges in warehouse management system. Okay, new technologies in warehouse operation. Okay, now we are going to look into the use of WMS. Okay, basically WMS is a software application, all right, where it designed to help a distributor perform warehouse operations more quickly and consistently with fewer error. Okay, so when we have technology, we hope that when we use technology, it can assist us in terms of making our job becoming more efficient and more effective, right? So WMS functionality is generally broken down into the following three operations. Biasanya fungsi WMS ni kita bahagikan kepada 3 operasi penting lah. Yang pertama, guides inventory receiving and put away. Number 2, optimize picking and shipping of orders. Number 3, advise on inventory replenishment. Okay, hold on Azan, we take a break for 5 minutes. Okay, after this we will continue. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can we continue? Right.
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, all right. Thank you, thank you. Okay, again, I repeat, all right, the use of WMS, all right, we can basically divide it into three main operation. Number one, it guides inventory receiving and put away. Number two, optimize picking and shipping of orders. And number three, advice on inventory replenishment. That's why I provided the video to you just now, so that you can have a rough idea on how WMS is being applied in the real warehouse working environment. Okay, so you saw just now how they do the receiving process, how they do the put away, and then how they optimize picking and shipping of orders, and then how they implement inventory replenishment. Okay, so WMS can be standalone application or part of enterprise resource planning system, supporting the latest technological advances within the warehouse, including automation, radio frequency infrared detector, and also voice recognition. Okay, as you can read here, WMS can process data quickly and coordinate movements within the warehouse. So you saw just now, John is holding a gadget, the device. That device in the warehouse. So that device will assist John in doing receiving activity, how to do put away, how to do picking, how to determine which pallet, which lot, which bin. All right. So because that device will assist in terms of processing data quickly and coordinate movement. Okay, that warehouse also, that device also, it can assist John in terms of producing report and handle large volumes of transaction as experienced in e-commerce operation. Okay, how warehouse management system works. All right, so this is a diagram that indicate the processes involved. All right, so with the support of Wi-Fi coverage, with the support of data terminal, barcode printing. So the device that John hold, all right, to always together with him is the one that assists, all right, the process in the warehouse lah. Right, counting, stocking, receiving, how to classify the placement of goods, and then work documents configuration, the storage reallocation or replenishment, goods picking or preparing, packaging, and dispatching. This is how it works lah. Okay, next. Okay, benefits of warehouse management system. WMS also provides the cross-docking functionality. Number two, they optimize the space. All right, it will improve the operation and make it more efficient and effective. At the same time, reduce labor costs. All right, because when you have a good system, all right, you can improve your efficiency, and at the same time you can reduce labor costs, and then you can improve inventory accuracy, you improve flexibility and responsiveness, and then you may also decrease errors in picking and shipping goods, and also you can improve customer service. Okay, so this is how integrated warehouse management system material flow, right? Starting from the good receive, the warehouse transport, the work in progress, production transport, and then back to warehouse shipping and goods being sent to customer lah. Alright, so the advantage, these are the advantage. Reduce working process and warehouse stocks. All right, no waiting time. Okay, shorter cycle time. All right, and then increase productivity. So we can reduce the cost, and then we can do production of small batches. Right. So these are the advantage of your effective use of warehouse management system. So WMS attributes with the operational process in warehouse. So in order to be effective, WMS needs to have the following attributes. Apa dia punya attributes, apa dia punya ciri-ciri penting ni? Ability to interface with other system. The ability to interface with other systems such as account packages, enterprise resource planning, material resource planning system, and transport management system is critical. Okay, the system needs to integrate with back office tasks, automation system, conveyor, material handling equipment, and the latest in picking technology too. Ensure that these WMS interfaces will not incur excessive costs. You know, sometimes when you have ERP, a different system, different account system, different MRP system, then when those are different systems, they cannot integrate with each other, then it's going a big problem, right? So that is why we have to make sure that you have a system that can integrate, so that we can improve the performance, increase the efficiency. So that's why ability to interface with other system is something is very crucial then. And if you manage to do that, then uh, the WMS can function very well. Next, modular and scalable. A WMS needs to be able to at least meet your basic current and potential future needs. Where possible, look for a modular system where you only pay for the functionalities you require, and training and implementation can be quicker. Further modules can be added at a later date if required. Alright, so it shows that, alright, your you know when you design your WMS or warehouse management system, all right. So why they said that where possible look for a modular system, all right. Maybe at that particular time, all right, you have another new product that comes in which have its own system. So that is why your warehouse management system should be able to interface with the new system that your new product require, right? So that's why it is suggested here, look for a modular system, right, where you only pay for the functionalities that you require, and training and implementation can be quicker. When you have a new system, you have to train your staff, and then when you have to train your staff, and then for them to implement, it might take some time. So that is why get modular system that serves for certain function only, so that your staff can learn and train well, and they can implement faster. Then next, accessibility. With the mobility of staff these days, it is essential that the system is accessible remotely over the web, and that is secure with access levels being password protected. Okay, you know what that the current situation is, whereby you like it or not, we are dealing in the international arena. We are dealing with international customers. Okay, there are times that we have to operate 24/7. Right, so that is why it is advisable for your system to be easily accessed, meaning to say you can access it remotely, no matter where you are, but the system is always there for you to operate. But how to make sure that it is being secured, all right? So you must have password or certain level, all right? So the ability to retrieve data simply is a must for any system. Next, ease of operation. Select a WMS that is user-friendly. Why it should be user-friendly? Because we want our staff to be familiar with the system. We want our staff to know how to operate the system. We want our staff to be efficient in using the system. Right? So that is why we require user-friendly system. So choose a system that has a point and click operating environment and clear, easy to read screen. This can lead to enhanced staff productivity, and system acceptance. Ensure that the system works in real time, providing instant inventory updates. All right. Then standard system. Ensure the system supports the widely accepted standards currently in use and is not limited to a proprietary standard that your customers may not use. Check that you receive updates regularly at no additional or at minimal cost. All right, next. Meets specific needs. All right, if you are involved in storing custom and excise goods, ensure that the system is approved or can be approved by the relevant authorities. Second, ensure that the system can undertake those tasks that are crucial to your business, such as tracking lot and serial number, if required. Managing best before dates, identify hazardous goods, and being able to calculate royalties, for example. So that's why you must have a system that is functional, and um, and when you deal with custom and excise goods, you know these items are serious item that they have their own expiry date. They have their own standard operating procedure on how to deal with it, because custom and excise good, you know, sometimes you are dealing with hazardous content. All right, so you have to know on how to manage it. So that's why your warehouse management system should be able to identify what are the criteria needed for that particular goods. Okay. Then another attribute, capable of supporting warehouse best practice. So ideally, the system should be able to monitor the velocity of items within the warehouse and locate them accordingly, or alternatively, provide the data in a format that can be transferred to programs that have slotting functionality. Then finally, reporting capabilities. Ensure your WMS system provide comprehensive reporting suits and also reports failure. All right, we don't want to hear only on good news. We want also to listen to what are the bad news. All right, because from there on we can understand what are the things that we can improve on. So what are the things that we have to be serious about, what are the extra precaution that we need to take, right? So that is why the reporting capability should be thorough. It's not only on the good news only, but we will also want to listen to the negative news as well, because we want to keep on further improving, right? Next, the use of WMS in warehouse operation. Okay, there are three types of warehouse management system. The standalone, this is what we mentioned just now. Standalone, supply chain modules, or integrated with ERP. Right. Next, standalone. A standalone working warehouse management system is often the lowest in price. Right. If you want to purchase a standalone, okay, the price is this is the cheapest one lah, but tends to lack many of the benefit. So you know when you buy the cheapest one, you are having a tendency not to have some of the benefits lah, right? So it tends to lack many of the benefits from an integrated warehouse management solution. Standalone systems are the most basic and are only used for their warehouse management features. They are a typical on-premise type system that is used with the business original hardware and network. Standalone systems are sold without any extra supply chain functions and instead only include the best and most important features of WMS modules. The two most important features are inventory management and warehouse operation. A business that decides on a standalone WMS can expect to have these features such as expiration date tracking, barcode scanning, cycle counting, slotting, put away, receiving, packing, and shipping. A standalone warehouse management system can be used as an inventory management system. For that reason, it can be used with many fields outside of warehouse management. This feature makes a standalone WMS ideal for a small business. When you are operating a small business, you can't afford to have a comprehensive or integrated WMS. So the standalone or the simple WMS is just nice for you. All right. So this standalone WMS is suitable for small business or a business that doesn't have a large software budget. All right. Okay, next one, we are going to discuss about supply chain modules. All right. WMS can be considered a subcategory under supply chain management. SEM software has a broad scope by nature and can assist users to manage many aspects of the supply chain. Right? Although its main focus is to automate common tasks, which are inventory management, sourcing of material, product cycle. It can also manage relation with vendor, ongoing business processes, and assessment of risk. Right. So you see, so there are also multitasking job being done can be done by using supply chain modules. All right, it's not only limited to inventory management, but it can also manage relation with vendor, ongoing business processes, and they can also assess the risk for you. For business dealing with holistic management of the whole supply chain, this supply chain module can be a great help. It is essential to minimize any overlap with current software if you decide to choose a supply chain module. For example, you may already utilize inventory and warehouse management software solutions. If this is the case, you should combine them into a one single supply chain management platform. Another option to avoid overlapping software is to select an SCM that can easily integrate between your other business software such as payroll and enterprise resource planning. So this is when you apply for supply chain modules. The next one, when you do integrated enterprise resource planning. ERP software is a powerful solution that combines many capabilities found in other system. So you can combine MRP, you can combine human resource management, you can combine transport management system, you can also combine finance resource management. You can also combine supply chain management, customer relationship management into one, all in one. So it is one of the best choices for a business looking to vastly improve its software solution, and it is considered one of the top WMS. They are also an excellent choice for an enterprise who wants to gain a competitive advantage and improve their return on investment. But as I mentioned to you just now, all right, so integrated ERP is normally being done, being applied and implemented in big warehouse. All right, so if you are still in a small business, a normal WMS will do. You don't really need integrated ERP. ERP can replace many other software application due to its large scope. So you see a very large scope because they can combine MRP, HRM, TMS, FRM, supply chain, CRM. A lot of things they can cater into, but centralizing your operations into a single interface so they can combine everything and make it into one. ERP may be a good option for your business if you're unhappy with your current software solution and want to consolidate them all into one system. But as I mentioned to you, if your business is still a small business, this system is not being advised lah. So because it is quite consuming because it is a comprehensive system. Yeah. Next. data capture and transmission in warehouse management system, barcode and barcode scanning. You see, just now with the video that I showed to you just now by John, so he's using a device, all right? So that device can scan the barcode and barcode scanning. A barcode is a visual, machine readable representation of data, and it is essentially electronic data entry using a scanner. The data contained in the barcode is typically tied to something, such as a purchase order. Once scanned, this data is accessed and displayed for the user to learn more information or take an action. A barcode on a shipping carton can identify the order and access information such as products in the carton, the customer name, the delivery address, the mode of shipping, and many other characteristics. All right. So the barcode is not only a code, but it contains a lot of information regarding the item. Sometimes it can also contain information such as how to deal with this product. What are the standard operating procedure on handling the product? What are the characteristics of the product? All right. It doesn't only limited to customer name, delivery address, or mode of shipping. Next, mobile computing. All right, mobile computing system means wireless communication, and its application are generic technology that refers to numerous devices that are supportable to access transmitted data like voice, video, and text anytime and anywhere over the wireless network infrastructure, and in which to include mobile communication, mobile hardware, and mobile software. And this react as human-computer interaction. Most warehouse operation can benefit from mobile computing, whereas it can mobilizing, receiving, and put away provides immediate inventory visibility and shipping confirmation. Mobile computing also enable warehouse to automatically verify shipment, gains purchase orders, ensure accurate picking and put away, initiate replenishment order based on real-time shelf inventory scan, and validate order as they are being picked and packed. This is about mobile computing. Okay, next, the use of RFID technology. RFID uses a small tag containing an integrated circuit chip and an antenna, which has the ability to respond radio waves transmitted from the RFID reader. Right? It is able to send, process, and store information. In addition to barcode technology, RFID is an identification tool that does not need physical contact or particular alignment with the reader. The reading phase is very fast and fully automated. The benefits of RFID include accuracy of data, availability of timely data, improve register checkout productivity, increase level of control, customer service, reduce physical inventory time, and increase system flexibility. So there are lots of advantage of using RFID, but still it costs you a lot because you want to install RFID, the gadget, you have to invest on the item, you have to invest on the circuit chip, and things like that. All right. So normally this is being done in big warehouse. Now we move to the what are the challenges in warehouse management system. Number one, decision to build or to buy the system. If you are a small warehouse, then it is better for you to buy the system. For a big warehouse, then you have the manpower to do it, then you can go for or your own warehouse management system, whether or not to work with a provider of integrated solution. Okay. Number three, knowing, storing, and using inventory have at the right moment in warehouse is a very complicated process. Inaccurate inventory counts are the most common issue. Having less product than you thought can lead to back orders and shipping delays, frustrated customers, and making you miss out on sales. And another challenge would be unpredictable disruptions can spring up due to bad weather, due to the equipment malfunction, or there are some changes on schedule. These challenges involve significant data that requires speedy and accurate responses. So these are some of the challenges. Right, that's all. Thank you very much. Right, I hope that you learned something. Right. So, any question?
Sir,
Yes.
Doktor,
Yes.
boleh buka balik QR code tak? Tadi tak sempat.
Okay. Okay. Alright.
Okay, thank you.
Alamak, I dah terpadam lah. Tak apa, nanti you text you punya metric number kat sini.
Saya juga, Doktor.
Okay, text dekat dalam chat ni Right, that's all. We end up our class for today with Tasbih Kifarah and Surah Was. Okay, guys, thank you very much. See you. Inshallah, we'll meet again by next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Doktor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Doctor.
Okay.